There are basic fields in a use case that we capture every time. We often call this the header information. In user stories, you probably would not capture all of these fields, but they might be captured informally in the actual user story. The basic fields are a unique identifier, a use case name, and a use case description, which is just a plain and simple explanation of what the use case is. The assumptions are items we believe are true about the system or use case for it to function as we are writing it. Frequency of use speaks to how often do we expect the use case to be executed in the system, and it helps us to prioritize the use case development work. Actors are the users that interact with the system in the use case. Typically, these are people roles. Triggers are the things that cause the use cases to start. Preconditions are statements that represent states the system must be in before it can start. Postconditions are states of the system we expect to see upon successful completion of a use case. Finally, we have the normal course, which is the happy path through the system, and the alternate courses, which are the less common paths through the system. And then there's exceptions, which are things that might go wrong, like system errors, during the execution of the normal or alternate paths through the system. I wanted to take some time to talk about the differences between assumptions and preconditions, particularly with regard to use cases. Preconditions are evaluated at runtime, and assumptions are dealt with when planning and developing the system. Another way to compare them is this. Preconditions are states that the system must be in before you start the use case, whereas assumptions are things that are assumed to be true about the system or about another system for that use case or system to even function. As an example of each, a precondition might be something like user is logged in. An assumption for the same system might be authentication functionality already exists in the account management system and will not be developed in this system.